Like immigration is not something that I feel. I don't feel as an immigrant nowhere else
Mhm.
because I feel like I'm a world citizen. Like the world is the soil is equal. The trees are the same. They're the same fruits, So the same water, and I can't separate the world with borders. So I feel like familiar or really close to people everywhere. So as a foreigner, what I feel, I already left my comfort zone years ago. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking about locals, like they're still in comfort zone, they didn't discover the world, and I'm already discovering something new.
Hi everyone, I'm Camilo Torres, and welcome again to Flow Community Podcast. In here, we're going to have great conversations with the beautiful people that has joined our community. We're going to get a lot of inspiration with their life journeys, passions, creations, because we believe that when you share your unique story, you can inspire others. So please enjoy this new episode. And also, I would love to invite you to join our community. And if you would like to be part of this podcast, please go to our website, flowwithcommunity.com. Thank you. So please welcome Sıdal Ergüder. Hi, Sıdal.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for being part of the community. And thank you so much for joining this podcast. It's my pleasure.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, yes. And I've been following your career. I mean, I finally been from you, and you are an amazing director, uh, film director, right? But then I read somewhere that you went from journalism to filming.
That's true,
So
yeah.
I would love to know a little bit more about that. Why from something that is no, I mean, of course, journalism is very creative, but like, what was how what was the journey?
Um, so the cinema has always been in my life from the beginning. I fall in love with the cinema when I was 13 years old, and I'm watching film all the time. And then suddenly, when I get into the university in my country, many people get into the university exam. So you need to get like really
Mm-hmm.
high grades. And I achieved to get in journalism rather than cinema. So I said like I'm gonna study like 4 years, yeah. And then afterwards I'm
Okay.
gonna study cinema. So I make the master degree in cinema, but cinema is always in my life. But I see these journalism or painting or any types of art just to express yourself. So this can change. It's not just jumping from journalism to filmmaking. It's also jumping from photography, videography, writing, copywriting. So every kind of art is all related. So I done at the different times of my life. And finally, I decided to go through films because it includes sound design, composing, and actors, and like personal relationship marketing, distribution, writing. So it's kind of an
Yeah.
environment, a world that includes every type of art that you can mix, blend everything in a one pot.
Wow, I love. Wow, this is completely agree. I'm an architect, and like architects, it's like from architecture you can be fashion designer, you can be graphic designer, you can start writing. Like the good thing about our careers is very diverse, and then we can express ourselves
Yeah.
with many forms,
Hmm.
and it's so nice. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. And where are you from? I mean, let's talk a little bit about why. I mean, I know you're from Turkey, but why it brings you here to the UK,
To the UK, to the London, obviously for
London?
the opportunities. We
Okay.
all come for opportunities, and the cinema industry is quite big. Uh, but in Turkey as well, it's quite big. But I feel as a experimental filmmaker, documentalist, and discovering a style between narrative and documentary, I found like I can get like more opportunities here rather than Turkey because as you can imagine, it's all like a copy paste, let's say. So they are really good
Mm.
at distribution and it is big industry. But as a like as an artist or as a film director, it's really hard to find my way there because here you can find more people to express yourself and they're open to new ideas and new styles and changes. So that's why I prefer London rather than Turkey, just because of cinema business. And also with people, this is international city. I mean, I used to live in Istanbul. It's kind of this, but this is a world capital. Istanbul is a European capital, so there is always difference, and and I'm really enjoying it. Today, you see, you're from Colombia, I'm
Uh-huh.
from Turkey, and we stay in the same place together, and talking about the same thing, thinking about the same thing, but coming from different backgrounds. So that's the way. That's the thing I love about London, that you can meet with everyone.
Agree. And
Yeah.
yeah, wow, yes. I think that London is like, yes, for me, I am exactly the same. I'm Colombian. I'm from Bogota, which is the capital. But I mean, my situation was a little bit different, but I'm still here because of the energy, because of the people, because it's so diverse. It's inclusive, I think, for my from my experiences. And it's a lot of opportunities and a lot of to learn from other people and from other culture. So yeah, yes, I am completely agree with you. And I love. I mean, I haven't been to Istanbul. I lately I've been watching a lot of Turkish Netflix Netflix series, but it's really like I don't know. Can you explain? Because I think 3 years ago, I we didn't have that in Netflix.
Mhm.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about this? Like why got the boom? Because it's nice. I love it, and it makes me know a little bit more of your culture. I haven't been there. I would love to go to Turkey, but yeah, do you see a
Ye-
change in there?
Yes, definitely. And 20 years ago, Brazil has a distribution flag, that they were the most distributed series all around the world. And somehow Turkey got the flag, but just it's because they're doing like pure drama. And you can adapt everywhere. Even I was in Colombia, I heard like speaking Turkish people speaking Spanish. It's
Okay.
doublage, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's because people love drama, and like the script writers knows how to create this environment, international environment, you know.
Hmm.
So I think just because of this, and also it's the best quality. It's a really good quality series, different things, but international things, which is like, for example, family issues, okay,
Hmm.
breakup, and then love stories,
Hmm.
and some like dramas about like different economical level people, the war between them, and also history of Ottoman Empire affects everyone. They're also distributed a lot in different countries, Balkan countries and Latin America and everywhere. It's a story about like, it's a world story that everybody might be interested.
Hmm.
So they're spending a lot of money on this. We have really good producers and really good budgets, and then obviously we're also welcoming different international productions in Turkey, because there's the variety of the landscape and the culture, like Eastern and the West, it's completely different than each other. So you perfectly can do a story about like ancient time, like about Mesopotamia, or you can do another like beautiful love story in Cappadocia, or you can do an Aegean love story or the drama around the Aegean Sea. So it's also Istanbul. It's give you all the
Hmm.
vibrant and vivid colors and the like personalities and everything with this culture in their soil, in their landscape. So it's a really unique place to shoot. So I'm planning to do something very soon, and hopefully finding the right people there. So let's see.
Oh wow, nice! I can't wait for you to
Yeah.
go there. And well, yeah, because it's I'm watching those TV series and they're really good.
Mhm.
And the stories and the teaching. I mean, I know there's a little bit of soap opera and drama, but I like the way that there is a message behind
Mhm.
that. But yeah, um, yeah. But then anyway, talking about your immigration to London. How was your journey? How was the immigration journey?
Mhm.
How long have you been here?
I'm here for 3 years, more than
Okay.
3 years now. When I come, it was national lockdown.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
it was COVID times and everything was closed. So like
Hmm.
almost 6 months I couldn't work. I just have some work, like nothing related to cinema industry, but I found some like about finance industry, irrelevant, but at least it's something. So I was working remotely for like 6 months. Then I found some documentary jobs and so on. And the industry getting better and better every year. So I'm happy on this, but like immigration is not something that I feel I don't feel as an immigrant nowhere else,
Hmm.
because I feel like I'm a world citizen. I travel like 50 countries. I live including Bogota, and I travel there like 5 weeks, I guess, and I work there as well. So like I see like the world is the soil is equal. The trees are the same. They're the same fruits, you know. So the same water, and I can separate the world with waters. So I feel like familiar or really close to people everywhere. So that's why I'm trying to learn the language, but the language is universal. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Just go and make an eye contact. Just send your low message. Like I think this is something like about the empathy,
Hmm.
like to make empathy in the people that you met in this country. So I never feel as an immigrant and don't feel this way, never ever. This is my suggestion to you. Just don't abandon yourself. Just
Hmm.
try to get into the culture and adapt to it. I know this is completely different than what I lived before because I lived in Spain 5 years. It was really easy to adapt. It's Mediterranean culture. Before I was in Egypt and Lithuania, so in Latin America and different countries, but I never had some difficulties that much. London is different, completely different. It's a business city, so you
Yeah.
have to adapt a lot. And there are so much rules about everything, like traffic and renting a house, and then the paperwork, and then the business. It's all arranged by the rules. So you sometimes have to put yourself and
Hmm.
rule yourself and control yourself to continue in this journey. But also, I believe that it's supporting it's your goal to next steps. So
Hmm.
do whatever they want you to do, and then jump to the other step. So that's my path, and I believe on this. And in my it's just 3 years, and I like met with amazing people. I feel like I have a family here. Literally, you know, it's like okay, I have my real family in Turkey, but I have like literally like people from heart. I love them from my heart, and they love me back. And this is kind of like how come all this intelligence and friendly, intellectual, smart and friendly people come together in a one place. So this is what I feel is obviously like Barcelona, Spain is another vibe, but London, it seems like everybody knows what they're doing, and they're all creative. You know, if you want to do
Hmm.
something, I don't know. I'm sure you agree with me, but you want to do something, I'm just like, let's support you. Let's do this way. Let me help you. I can do it for you. So
Hmm.
it's all like we all building together is a big,
Hmm.
big, cool community. So this is what I feel. It's like the other countries was like, okay, I was not on this level as a business, but here you can grow, you can learn, and you can teach, and you can
Hmm.
build something.
Hmm.
So that's the way I like. I mean, I don't like the weather. Obviously, it's raining and it's depressing, but I'm not looking at the window anymore. I just don't care. I just like and in indoor places, and I'm enjoying and meeting cool people like you.
Oh wow, wow. Thank you. Wow.
Yeah,
This is
long
no, but then I
story.
have no, 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 nothing to be sorry. It's so many good things that you said. First of all, well, I have to remember from the first one to the last one, but what you said about borders and that the war, it's like we all the same. I'm 100% with you. Like we are human beings. Of course, our cultures are very different, but in the end of the day we are human beings. We need to collaborate with each other. Like I had a conversation with someone about like Asian and the Westerns, and then how competitive are they are, and it's like, no, why don't you see, like, why no competition? Why don't we all get together and collaborate, and then with that the world will be amazing. And I don't know why we see everybody different. We are very unique. Everyone is very unique, but the end of the day, we are one species of animals, I think,
Mm.
and that's it. That's the matter. Wow, thank you for that. Another thing that you said was the identity. Don't live in your identity. Well, like when you come to places like this, like London or somewhere like that's not your country, always remember who you are, and that's super important. From me, I've been here 14 years, and I I got I got into a very British family, very lovely, supporting, but I was building my identity, and then in path, I forgot about who I was a little bit. And anyway, and then I decided, that's part of my self-love journey, to not continue with this person that I was with, and starting rebuild my own identity that it's very linked with my culture and my origins. So yeah, 100% that. It's so important to always remember where you're from and your identity. And the last thing you said is London, how open and how everybody is so welcoming. I completely agree with you. My experience, 14 years here, is been amazing. But I have heard from other people, and even in the news today or yesterday, that the city, it's people doesn't connect, and I feel like it's all up to you. It's not up to the city. If you come to here and if you come with the perspective, with the idea of, oh, this nobody's connecting, everybody don't want to be friends, well, of course you're going to be in the same path, not connecting with anyone or not making any friends. But so I think it's all up to you, and I feel like you're a super open person. You love to know people, and I think that's a big learning, something to teach to everybody that's arrived here. Because agree, I am also as well. I love people, and yeah,
I
super
think
special.
the home is not somewhere. Is not a location. It's about people. Yeah. If
Agree.
you have the collective, the right people to connect, this is your home.
Agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Wow. No, thank you so much. Thank you for all this message.
Thank you.
Do you think being here in London, I know it's been 3 years, how do you feel, um do you feel that being a foreigner is an advantage or disadvantage?
Well, it can be advantage and disadvantage at the same time because I'm not coming from a rich family background, so I have to sort it out most of the thing by myself. Obviously, my parents are super supportive all the time, but at the end, you have to take care of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
at least, yeah. So as a in a business city, you're new here. At least I know English from like middle school, so I didn't have any language issues. But think about people like coming here with zero English, so obviously they're suffering a lot. And here is really cruel. Like if you don't know like proper English, like a business English, it can be really hard. So you just stuck in your uh, own country's people, yeah. So you just speak your first language, which is not too bad for like Turkish people. We have a big community here, and as Spanish as well is like the second most spoken language in the world, which is
Okay, I didn't
amazing.
know that.
Yeah, okay, that's why I learned Spanish.
Okay.
But maybe the third one because the first one is Chinese. Yeah,
Okay,
Chinese,
maybe
English, and
yes, that
Spanish.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're lucky then. So the only way that you can work and make money and then survive in London is just continue with your community. But
Hmm.
this is not worth. It's not really worth to be in London. Yeah, London means like you connect with people, you speak with everyone. So English is the most important thing. So the disadvantage is this, and obviously is not always welcoming, to be honest. If you know English, maybe yes. If you don't know, it's tricky. So it takes so much time for people to adaptate, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years, maybe they never adaptate. They
Hmm.
continue in their comfort zone. And also, like in an economical level, you're building from the scratch, from zero. That's why my
Hmm.
company calls Zero Productions. I start from zero.
Ah, nice.
And so you in the zero, and then you see people. London is an expensive city.
Hmm.
London is like full of beautiful buildings, and you want to live in Kensington because you see it and you want it. Yeah, but you have to live in different like and maybe in suburbs, maybe zone 7. If you're a student, it's even worse, literally. And you see it but you can take it. So with local people and new foreigners, there is obviously a big gap, like economically. And London is a city that you can get everything. concerts, theater, anything cultural, like cinema. You have the best quality ever, best concerts ever. But if you can't get them, if you don't have enough money, if you have to make savings, you have to pay the rent. So it's always this disadvantage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And as a foreigner, what I feel, I already left my comfort zone years ago. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking about locals, like they're still in comfort zone, they didn't discover the world, and I'm already discovering something new. So I think that might be an advantage that I'm open to everything. I'm open to
Yeah.
new people. I'm open to new location, new businesses. Like I'm building. So this is like really positive thing. I'm seeing like I'm also sometimes work with British actors and more teenagers. I'm not talking about adults, but like teenagers. And at that time, I was traveling the world by myself, and they might
Mm-hmm.
be scared because they're in the comfort zone. Yeah, so they should be leaving that and then travel another country, living somewhere else. So this is what we do. We left our comfort zone, and then the next zone is learning. So you learn. It's actually the second one is fear, and the third one is learning, and the fourth one you build something, and this is your goal. Then you see your goal and you achieve it. So it's like one by one. It's 4 steps. As a foreigners, as an immigrant, this is what we do.
Wow. Wow. I think it's like foreigners, and I think as a people, like what you said is so magical. Like the comfort zone, it's if you see it this way, if you wanna be in the comfort zone, of course, I think you don't evolve as a person. And if you wanna go ahead and start evolving, then get out of that comfort zone. And I mean, yes, 100%. Like London is full of opportunities. Is like seriously, it's so has so much potential, and I feel the word, but if you come here and then you just want to be in the comfort zone, well, it will give you that, so the minimum. So yeah, 100%. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
and and where I mean, you talk about your company. Where can we find your products? I mean, what is your company, what you do?
Mhm.
um yeah, if you wanna.
Well, my first company is Zero Productions and is a award-winning art house production company, and we do documentaries and like overseas and in the UK as well, and also we do narratives and feature narratives and mostly drama and horror and some art house commercials. So we do pretty much everything, but it's like an artistic point of view, art house. So this is the first thing. And recently, I opened another company with my partner that I realized, and it's so many years in the industry, I realized like how many waste we're producing. So I decided to make the industry greener, which is it's called Gold Grain, and we do have some like monthly meetings with our circle, and everyone obviously welcome. And we have speakers from in different industries. They coming up, and we're talking about like how we can stop the climate change, how we can do as a filmmakers to make everything greener. So what I noticed in the industry, we don't have any suppliers and a production. Like for example, yes, if you don't use plastics, that's awesome, that's brilliant, thank you. But how about like if you're using petrol rather than biodiesel? Why? And then in catering, you know, like so many ways in the plastic. Why you're not using biodesign, like making with seaweeds that
Mhm.
can consume in the soil easily rather than a plastic? So these kinds of solution that we're offering in the productions as a production supplier, but our aim is mostly make the industry greener and bigger sets, and we want to spread to the Europe as well, or maybe in the States, because it's a unique company. It's not a unique idea, but it's a unique company in the sense. And I'm trying to also show people, and it's possible, like showing the producers, yes, I know it's hard, but we can do it together. It's a teamwork. So the next one I will let you know is going to be summer edition, and hopefully you can come and listen and hopefully enjoy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then the third one, I also recently built it with my another partner, which is Shams Festival. It's a desert festival in Sahara, 3 nights, 4 days in November this year. So we're bringing some healers and shamans we bring in beautiful and talented music people and also artists, performance artists, and we got here like a family. We don't have too much capacity, and we don't want it. We want like more friendly environment. So we just telling our friends that we're gonna be in the desert together. It's a journey. You're not going to be the same person that you're around in the camp. You're gonna be different. You're gonna take the wisdom of the desert, and so this is what I want to share. I travel around North Africa and Middle East for last 10 years, and I do some documentary projects. So I'm really inspired by Sahara Desert, and I feel like this is my home. Like something is calling me there. So I want to share this wisdom with everyone. Like stay in there and this you see the stargaze and like waking up in the morning, sunrise and sunset, do some yoga, maybe cacao ceremony, or like anything you can feel better, like just join the journey. So this is like a little project, but it's kind of really inspiring me, and I think so far inspiring other people. So this is what I love to do. And also Shams means sun, what's like of in the UK. So I feel like this is what all we're looking for. Let's go. So in still in November, you can feel the sun is 25 degrees, and so you can have like a little like a winter break in the middle of winter and go to Sahara and enjoy the sun and enjoy the journey.
Oh, what beautiful projects that you're doing. And I love like the last, well, I'm sure the three of them, they are like a teaching to the world. Uh, and anyway, where can we find where is the websites that people can reach you for those projects?
Well,
If you
for
want to
Zero
share.
Productions, you can check our zeroproductions.com, and then we have an Instagram page as well. And for Go Green Productions.co.uk. And for Shams Festival, and we just have Instagram page for now as a Shams.festival.
Super, thank you. And what other current projects are you on? Are you doing something very special or anything else?
Yeah, it's actually related to our podcast topic, which is
Okay,
immigration. So I
nice.
I feel like I'm a professional immigrant now because it's too long. It's too long now. So I heard many stories. I got experience, and I hear people's different stories. Sometimes drama, sometimes passion, and sometimes full of love, and sometimes just sad stories. Yeah, because you hear everything. So I decided
Mm.
to make a movie out of it, our story.
Wow.
The movie calls No Way Home, and we're in the stage of funding, and I'm still working on the script, and hopefully this summer we start like prepping and shooting and everything. But this is our story. We have a characters from all around the world. We have
Wow.
Indians, first generation, second generation. We have a Balkan person. We have a Latin American and Spanish, and we have a American, and we have someone from Windrush generation. So it's a mix of everyone lives in the UK, but I don't feel like this is not just UK. It's everywhere. Immigration is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an international story, our story. So like our main characters exile to one house and one location, and from there discovering the other immigrant stories and their lifestyle. And then the
Nice.
second floor is like people with more adventures economically and culturally. So he starts to working with them, working for them as a cleaner. And then afterwards there is an award ceremony that they're selecting the queens or the king's servants, and he won it, and he becomes a German shepherd. He changed like Kafka, Kafka's
Wow.
story. So he's changing and as a German shepherd. So we have a main character for 30 minutes as a dog. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah. And then finally they got the revenge, and he decided to change the system rather than a monarchy or a capitalism to socialism. And
Mhm.
it didn't work either. Then he become a dictator. So it's our journey.
Oh wow. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Wow.
want to do. I'm always doing like political films. Yeah, it's all
Okay.
about women rights and children rights and refugee rights. So and immigration rights. And so if you do, the art is all about this. Art is not for art for public, art for is for to teach and to show.
Mhm.
So we all need to believe on this and collaborate to do something. Making something politic is not a bad thing. It's
Mhm.
really important thing to, especially nowadays. we're stuck in our phones and everything. It's like in social media, what's going on? Just like look look what's around you, what's happening to us,
Mhm.
and what's going to happen in the future, which is already designed, and just realize it, and then what we can do against it. So do something political. This is really important. So in this story as well, in the Norway home, everything is political, everything. And so I'm actually like proud of it, doing something political, because I think this movie makes someone sick or sad or whatever, and we should all be proud of it. So
Wow.
that's the first project that I work at, and the other one I'm working on a ghost story, which is Aldous Huxley. There's a writer, if you probably know him, and he has a saying that this world might be the hell of another planet. It's all based on this, and it's a ghost story what happened to me before with my boyfriend. The ghost fall in love with my boyfriend. So we're talking about this toxic relationship and the ghosts coming and goes, and they like fall in love with my boyfriend didn't want it, so it's all real
Wow.
like inner journey with the ghosts, me and my boyfriend, meanwhile we're trying to continue in our relationship, in our marriage. Yeah, so this about this, hopefully we're filming in London and Bali in Indonesia. So let's see, these are the two projects I'm in it, and as a director, and so yeah, I'm happy to share. If
Oh,
yeah, that's all I
how
was. Yeah,
exciting. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. And looking forward to, well, keep us posted.
yeah, we'll do.
And, well, Flow community is there for you to, well, update the community and be proud of what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. Yes. Okay, so to end our podcast, I have three questions. You could answer with one word or a short sentence.
Mhm.
First question is, what is creativity for you?
Um, it's all on us, in the human beings, is inside of us, and let it flow.
Okay.
Is that right?
Perfect, no?
Yeah. Okay. Just
Perfect,
one
and
sentence.
I'm completely agree with
Okay.
you. That's, I think, flow community and flow my flow project. It's the base is that
Mhm.
we all creative as a human beings, and we have it there. But yeah, thank you. Second question: what is your current creative expression?
As like a major, as a job.
Anything?
Oh, writing, writing, definitely. It's a meditation. Write. Just write. If you have any issues, don't go to psychologist. Write and read yourself. That's the best way to understand your feelings and also your depression or your traumas. Yeah.
Wow, nice. Agree. Journaling. Yeah.
Writing, yeah.
Wow. Yes. Thank you. And to the last one is, what flow means for you. Flow as the word.
As a human being, our body made with water 70%.
Uh-huh.
So it's already flowing. The world is 70% water as well, and it's flowing. So you just have to listen yourself, stay in the moments, and connect it with the earth. This is what flow means.
Wow, yes. Love it. Yes, I completely agree. I'm with you with that. All right. Thank you so
Thank
much for this
you.
amazing time and for this amazing podcast.
Thank you very much for having me. It was lovely to speak with you. Always open minded. I feel your energy in the first place.
Oh,
And literally, like,
thank
not
you.
just because you're Colombian, but also as a human being, you're such a lovely person. And thank you very much for your question. That was lovely, and it was really relevant. And hope we can open some doors to other people, and then make flow in a bigger community, that we can share everything between each other and help each other.
Oh, thank you, 100%, 100%. And also, flow is always for you. So I'm sure we're going to have more podcast
Okay.
series. All
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Bye.
Bye.